This is the Freya Reclaiming Self-Worth meditation for reclaiming the wounded inner child. Please find yourself a comfortable position and somewhere where you're not going to be disturbed for about 15 minutes. Begin by finding a position that allows your body to soften. You may wish to sit with your feet touching the ground or lie down where your body can feel fully supported. Allow your eyes to gently close. Take a slow breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale slowly and let the exhale be long and unhurried. And with each breath out, allow your shoulders to soften, your jaw to unclench, your belly to release any holding. Your body does not need to perform here. It only needs to arrive. Now imagine you are standing in a meadow, a quiet meadow at dusk. The air is warm and still. Wildflowers move softly in the evening breeze. And in the distance, you see a golden glow appearing between the trees. This is the field of Freya. Not the Freya of stories alone, but the Freya who walks beside wounded hearts. The Freya who understands longing. The Freya who weeps gold-red tears for what was never received. You feel her presence before you see her. A warmth, a strength, a deep, steady compassion that does not rush your pain. She approaches slowly. Her eyes hold a kind of knowing that does not judge. She does not ask you to be healed. She simply asks you to be real. Freya now gestures gently beside you, and before you appears a younger version of yourself, your inner child. Not the child you tried to present to the world, but the one who lived beneath the surface. The child who longed. The child who wondered why love sometimes felt uncertain. The child who tried so hard to be good enough. Notice this child, their eyes, their posture, the energy they carry. There is no need to change anything. Freya kneels beside the child first. She does not rush them. She does not tell them to be brave. Instead, she softly asks, softly says, "Nothing about you was ever too much. You deserved to be met." Now allow yourself to kneel beside your younger self. Take a slow breath. Feel your heart as you look at this child. This is the child who learned things too early. Perhaps they learned, I must give more to be loved. My needs are too big. If I want something, it might disappear. Love leaves, or grief must stay hidden. You do not need to correct the child, simply acknowledge what they carried. You may whisper quietly to them, I see how hard you tried. I see how much you gave. And I see how lonely you felt. Let the words come naturally. Freya now reaches towards the ground and lifts something into the light. In her hand are drops of red gold tears. These are not tears of weakness. These are grief made sacred. Freya speaks gently. Grief is love that had nowhere to land. What you longed for mattered. What you lost still counts. She places one golden tear into your hands and one into the hands of your inner child. And as the golden light touches your palms, something softens. Grief that was once frozen begins to thaw. Not all at once, but just enough. Enough for breath to move again. Enough for the heart to feel without collapsing. Now Freya turns to your inner child and asks a quiet question. What did you want that you never felt safe to ask for? Allow the answer to arise naturally. It may be love, safety, attention, comfort, protection, permission to want. There is no wrong answer. Freya nods gently and she says, desire is not dangerous. Wanting is not weakness. Life itself moves through longing. And as she speaks, you feel a warmth spreading through your chest. Your heart space begins to expand. Not dramatically, but enough to breathe more freely. Freya now lifts the necklace of Brisingamen, the gold of remembered worth. The gold does not represent perfection. It represents inherent value, the kind of worth that existed before anyone judged you, ignored you, or asked you to shrink. Freya places this golden light between you and your inner child. It expands gently until both of you are standing inside it. Feel this golden field. This is the field of remembered worth. Worth that is not earned, not performed, not sacrificed for, simply remembered through feeling. Let your body receive this. Your nervous system is learning a new truth. Turn now towards your inner child again. Place one hand over your heart and one hand gently towards them. And you may say, you are allowed to want. You are allowed to receive. You are worthy of love that stays. You never had to earn your existence. Notice how the child responds. Perhaps they soften, perhaps they cry, perhaps they simply breathe more deeply. Whatever happens is perfect. Freya is still beside you, holding the field. Freya now speaks one final truth. Your heart did not break because it was weak. It broke because it was open. And openness is the doorway to love, not the failure of it. She places her hand over your heart. You may feel warmth, a pulse, or a quiet stillness. Your heart is not being hardened. It is being strengthened through truth. Take a slow breath in, and as you exhale, imagine drawing your inner child gently into your heart space. They do not disappear. They are simply held within you now, seen, acknowledged, and welcomed. Freya stands beside you both, not ahead of you, not behind you, but beside you, always reminding you your grief mattered, your longing mattered, and your worth has always been real. Take one more slow breath. Feel your body. Feel the ground or the bed beneath you or the chair. And when you are ready, gently return to the room, bringing with you the quiet gold of Freya's remembering. Your worth was never lost. It was simply waiting to be felt.